All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baharach HaKodash. I'd like to give double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3. The Lord's will this lesson will be edifying, exhorting, and uplifting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baharach HaKodash. All right, and I was just checking out the verse of the day. It's something I like to do. I'd like to do it every day if I can, or the Spirit allows or reminds me. I like to check the verse of the day. And I found this one to be inspirational, especially with the season that we are in. All right, this is Mark 14:38. And it reads, "Watch ye and pray, lest ye enter into temptation. The spirit truly is ready, but the flesh is weak." And I actually want to title this lesson, "They of the flesh will fall by the flesh." All right. And what I mean is the times that we're coming into, all right, with the dearth, the great dearth, the prophesied famine, okay, the shortages, pretty much society as you know it collapsing, okay, and, skirmishes and people, trying to survive with limited resources, is going to put these people over the edge because all they've lived in is a spirit of excess, okay? All they've lived in, well, ultimately it's Babylon, okay? Babylon has given them, well, let's go to it. Babylon has given these people the mindset of gimme, 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 and when you gimme that, gimme more. And now what this is going to do is it's ultimately a pit. These people that have lived their lives in the flesh, consume. Now when things shut down, things are limited, resources are not as available, they're going to lose it because they've been able to live off the riches of Babylon, even in a low estate, down to the poorest. This is why there's so much pride here in Babylon, because it's not just the rich people that are proud, it's even the poor people, because Esau has set up the consumption for the consumers to be able to afford dainties. Okay, now this is Revelations 18, and let's start at 10. It says, "Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come." Now this is a future prophecy when other nations see the destruction of Babylon, all right, when it gets showcased, But understand this, before the great destruction, there's going to be a lot of peril, a lot of savage-like times, a lot of desperation, a lot of vexation, and a lot of tribulation, okay? And a lot of people are going to give in to the desires of the flesh because they walk in the flesh, okay? Because ultimately, what we're going to witness is, the slain of the Lord shall be many, because salvation is only for Israel. And on this go-around, deliverance is only going to come to the Lord's elect. But Israel, the nation of Israel, the lineage will be preserved through that small remnant, while the rest of these people, okay, are going to be destroyed, okay? And it says, "And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her." Like right now, you have heathens. They're speaking, they're saying how things are not like they used to be, meaning they're not like when it was the golden cup, when you can just come from any country and thrive and make it, in the land of the lost, in the land of the stolen, in the land of, the enslaved children of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. They were able to, get their rocks off, if you will. And now they're starting to feel the pain. They're starting to be in the hurt locker, you see. It's a slow squeeze that's taking place right now. And this is the point I wanted, though. It says, "Mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore." Here's the point. "The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and of fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thinning wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour. all these items, all these commodities, these are items that even down to the poorest can buy. Now they get the best of it? No, but the option is there. So that's given these people a misconception to walk, gloat, and brag and walk around in this flesh as if everything's okay. They have a spirit where they're not worried if they're overweight or out of shape, because there is a sense of comfortability that Babylon has blanketed the minds of these people, and now they're in complete gross darkness, and they're going to fall because of that comfortability. They're going to fall because of the easy access to their wants, needs, gets, and get more. And it says wheat and beast and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. And even now it's so bad that even the slaves, even us, okay, our own people now have succumbed to the flesh. Okay, this is why you see Jake impatient, out of shape, rude, terrible diet. But this is what Babylon does. It turns you into a Babylon baby. Okay, it went from a Baba to a Pepsi bottle. Okay, this is what Babylon has done to these people, and these people will fall by the flesh. This is why it behooves us now, especially in these last days, to separate, examine, and understand that this flesh is contrary to us. This flesh is truly contrary to us, and that's something that you have to realize in the spirit. And if you haven't, realized it yet, pray to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Go on a fast. Separate yourself from this flesh, because this flesh is going to be the detriment, okay, to these people, which is prophecy, but you have to understand that there are building blocks that lead up to the judgment, and people right now don't even realize that they're eating themselves to bondage. Okay, they're eating themselves to death, and ultimately, with them giving themselves over to all these commodities and things that made Babylon rich, now they're in a lethargic, possessed, delusional state of mind, and they're going to do things, all right, that are unseemly. They are going to act out in a manner to fulfill the lust of the flesh, to get back what they are used to, that Babylon used to give them. All right, and now real quick, let's go to Galatians. Okay, let's go to Galatians, and right at the ledger it says, "Walk by the Spirit." You have to walk by the Spirit, and let's go down. This is Galatians 5. And 16, it says, "This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." That's what it is at the end of the day. You see, you want to walk in the Spirit so you don't fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary one to the other, so ye cannot do the things ye would. Understand that, okay? Rebuke this flesh, rebuke this fleshly mindset, and walk in the Spirit.